Welcome to Heaven Ministries. In this segment, Living with an Alcoholic Spouse, a Healthy Detachment, Angie and Frank are going to address a few readers' questions about healthy detachment.
Okay, and the first question is, how are you supposed to detach from the verbal abuse when they are drunk, calling you names and telling you they drank because of you? And when they leave the house drunk, are you supposed to call the police on them? I'm so tired of being put in that position. What if he kills someone? I would never be able to live with the guilt. How am I supposed to feel when he calls my 16-year-old daughter to come pick him up at midnight after drinking all day? Usually he just drives drunk. I understand the name-calling and the blaming me for his drinking is the classic alcoholic manipulation and denial. I just don't know how to make it stop hurting. Not being able to do anything and watch the man you love drink himself to death is devastating. Please help.
Well, what I hear on this in this one is that the person, there's a couple things going on here. One of them is, see, detachment is about, it's not just just do this thing or do that thing, go in the room, a separate room, put on the earplug. That's not all there is to detachment. Detachment is an emotional detachment which encompasses a couple different areas, and one of them is to really to be able to effectively detach is understanding the principle which we've discussed in another video about. It's not just understanding the principle, but it's making it a part of who you are, accepting that principle as part of you, perhaps maybe repeating it throughout the day over and over, and there's a few of those, and it's the serenity prayer, and that's, in other words, we're asking God to grant me the serenity, you see. So I don't hear serenity in this person's, that's the first thing is to go to God and ask God to give you the serenity to accept the things you cannot change. You can't change another person's behavior. Courage to change the things I can. That would be our attitude towards another person when they have this kind of behavior. And the wisdom to know the difference. And that means knowing, that whatever he's doing, there's nothing she can do about that. She can't change him. So obviously there's more that she needs to do with prayer, asking God for that serenity. And then there's the actual physical things that you can do to try to separate yourself from someone that's screaming at you. Obviously it's a lot easier to be serene if you're blocking out somebody's offensive behavior towards you. So I mean that's the thing about that. And I think that the other side of that, or rather the same on that same page, going along with that same thought, is that we need to be, as the spouse of someone that's having this issue, this problem, is we need to be focusing, because I hear a focus still on the person, the drinker. We need to be focusing on things that give us fulfillment, and that means we may have been going through a long period of time where we've lived with this person and we've always exhibited this kind of thinking behavior where we're constantly focused on their problem, and so we need to rethink that and switch over to just focusing on what gives us contentment, and that could mean pursuing a new hobby, exercising, or doing something that makes you feel good, so that when someone else is acting up and you're doing what you can, you're shutting the door, you're putting on the earplugs, you're going in the other room, no matter what they're doing, you understand and have that understanding and have that wisdom from God, because you prayed to God and He gives us what He asks, what you ask, and you keep asking for it and He'll give it to you. So bottom line is to ask God for the wisdom, and then to focus on things for yourself. I think that's one of the areas that people don't realize is that they need to just start living. Start living and seek contentment and happiness, not necessarily away from who you are, if you're a housewife or whatever, but to have things you do for yourself to achieve that to happiness and contentment. And then there's the rest of the family issue. If there are other people within the family, at least one of the parents can remain healthy, and then they have that child at least has a 50% situation where at least one of the parents can show them and educate them on how to be healthy. Otherwise, they're getting sucked in too, into the sick behaviors. That's all that's happening, and I can understand her feeling undermined. And it's because she needs to be proactive with her daughter to educate her, and that means being positive about helping her daughter understand that, look, in a private conversation, Dad is ill, and this is what we need to be doing. And it may be very difficult. You may need to seek outside assistance from maybe some support groups or other people. Thanks for watching. There's more information in the ebook. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. For more information, go to the ebook. Thanks for coming to Heaven Ministries. Glad to help you. And thanks again.